Hi everyone, this is Fulton from Laser, Loot Air Student Radio. This is my music room for Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. As always, let's start with a land acknowledgement. Back on Whidbey Island, so Skagit, Snohomish, Clown people thrive and, deprive them of their native land, which sucks. Anyways, this episode's gonna be a bit quicker. First up, D'Angelo. I went on a big D'Angelo binge this last week, but this is D'Angelo and the Vanguard, Black Messiah. Very dark, very sexy, very romantic. It's kind of like the R&B soul vibe, but this one's a lot more experimental and funky. If you know D'Angelo through his work, primarily like Voodoo and Brown Sugar, this is an extension of that, and it's just a lot more darker and kind of intense, I would say. Nevertheless, a great album. I recommend the cut. Opens with Ain't That Easy and Betray My Heart. Great songs. Brown Sugar, D'Angelo. Essential D'Angelo album. It's his debut album from 1995. What more can I say? The production is tight. D'Angelo does basically everything on this album. And it really just shows that new era of kind of neo-soul in a way. But not really so neo. It's kind of rooted in the past, but not really. It's in that gray, amorphous middle place, if you ask me. But yeah, it has great songs. Brown Sugar, Jones in My Bones, Me and Those Dreamin' Eyes of Mine. Very popular, very sensual, very, existential love, bordering on to relationships with God and that kind of love, spiritual love. But yeah, it's fun, toss it on when you're with that special someone. Up next, Grateful Dead, In the Dark. I just had an itching to listen to this. I don't know why, but this is essential 80s rock album, 1987. The Dead's real big commercial breakthrough. Went platinum, double platinum. But yeah, it's got, Touch of Grey, West LA, Fade Away, Throwing Stones, and Black Muddy River. Personally, one of my favorite cuts. It's a hot take, but Brent Midland's Tons of Steel. People on Reddit say he's being, knockoff Michael McDonald, but it's Brent Midland. I'm not the biggest fan, but he can really shred a piano and sing. Check out Dear Mr. Fantasy on Without a Net from 1990. Amazing cut. Rest in peace, Brent Midland. Accidental overdose, but that's a Grateful Dead trope, I guess, drugs. But yeah, great Grateful Dead album. I think it's a gateway to get into them. If you want to get into more of their pop sensibilities, I would say. Not so much anything else. I don't really know who to point to. You could maybe look at other 80s rock. That's really commercial from around that time. Maybe some late 70s Kiss could be comparable, but everyone knows what Kiss is about. Merchandising. Anyways, Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. I grinded out an assignment to this. I used to study this album back in high school, and I don't know if that affected the development of my brain, but it probably explains a lot of things. A beautiful gatefold double album. One of the most influential albums of all time. Look at that, that's beautiful. Afrofuturism. Something I can't understand, but something I can experience and look at. Get Miles, he's beautiful. It's an important piece, I think, of understanding where Miles was going. This is the turning point, essentially, in his career, to going electric, quote unquote. You can look at other things like Nefertiti, Sorcerer. Those are Nefertiti, Sorcerer, in a Silent Way. Those are also kind of turning points, but this is where he really embraces it. And it's something just bombastic. It's intense. You're stressed, but they're having fun in the studio. The album was composed of different, cuts. It's all manufactured, essentially. But it's amazing. Essential Miles Davis album. Personally, if you really wanna, you know, understand this album, I'd say you have to listen to Bitches Brew, and then Spanish King John McLaughlin. Amazing tracks, star-studded lineup, people at their beginnings of their careers, but not necessarily. I'd say the beginnings of their mainstream careers is one thing to think about Miles Davis, because he played with a lot of people, and he didn't really spawn their careers, I'd say he more of influenced them and shaped it. You know, when you're associated with Miles, you kind of get a prestige about you, and it's pretty, it's good for your career, I guess. I don't know, I can't really speak on it. A similar occurrence happens with King Crimson. During the Lizard era. I forgot who it was. I think it was their vocalist at the time. But, you know, he just gets connotated with King Crimson, and that's all he's remembered for, and that can happen with Miles artists, so it could be a win-lose, win-win. It's up to you to decide as a music critic and music fan, but Bitches Brew is just an awe-inspiring album. It's intense. It's before things get really funky, with stuff like On the Corner. But that's where things really expand and go elsewhere. So yeah, this has been my music room for February 23rd, 2021. It's a Tuesday. I hope everyone's spring semester is going well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.